to learn almost anything, as all of my subjects were taught in French. I remember so many teachers telling my mom to transfer me to another school as I was a lost case. And this made my eventual fluency in French really exciting for my parents. My dad in particular was more excited about me speaking French to him than my first steps. I eventually did move schools during COVID to a Jordanian school, and for God knows what reason, because like the frustration in my tone is caused by the fact that in those 3 years, I lost almost all of my ability to speak French. But honestly, joining an Arab school was really healthy for me. I'm Jordanian Palestinian, born and raised in Jordan, and I spent 3 years in a private Jordanian school where I learned so much about Jordanian history and culture, which made me just appreciate it so much more. In that school, I sort of felt cool being among the only students to speak more than 2 languages. And this, of course, changed when I moved to Japan 7 months ago, and being in an international school, everyone here speaks at least 3 languages, and it's really cool to me. I feel like I belong. Now, did you know that multilingualism can actually rewire your brain? Studies show that multilingualism can increase the capacity for brain plasticity and can delay diseases like Alzheimer's disease. But multilingualism doesn't just have health benefits, it can cater to so many world needs like globalization and networking. And languages don't just shape our personal lives, they shape our future. Now, if you could wake up one day and be fluent in any language, what would it be? Because personally, I would speak Japanese, because if I had a dime for every time I entered a convenience store and was welcomed with irashaimmasen and then responded with the same thing, I'd be rich. But seriously speaking, if you had that power your whole life, how would your world be different? Although historically speaking, the Middle East was the world's center of global trade and knowledge, with intellectuals from cities like Cairo, Baghdad, and Damascus being able to speak up to 4 languages, Arabic, Persian, Greek, and Latin. And this helped them with communicating their knowledge internationally. And nowadays, with tools like Google Translate and social media, people think we don't need such skills. But in believing so, are we really communicating across cultures? What if multilingualism is the key to shaping the future? Something I discuss a lot is a theory that I thought of, which is that with every language I speak, I have a new personality. So for instance, when I speak English, I'm very loud and expressive, and when I speak Arabic, I'm somewhat shy while also having a slightly aggressive tone because of the harsh pronunciations. And when I speak French, I tend to be a bit timid while also having a slightly judgmental tone. And now in Japanese, I'm still very shy because I'm still adapting to the language, but my Japanese friends do notice me using words like choto and mendokusai and mecha, which I feel very proud every time. And a major benefit of multilingualism is increased cognitive flexibility, which is the ability to shift between multiple perspectives or to see things from different viewpoints. And this helps with general open-mindedness, as you can be more open to cultures really easily, open to learning about new cultures. And now personally, when I think in Arabic, my thoughts feel more true to me and more personal as it's my mother tongue. When I think in French, my thoughts are very structured while also being very honest. And when I think in English, it's very humorous and unserious. Now, despite this cognitive flexibility, the world does have many language barriers that tend to create misunderstandings. In Japan, for instance, when I speak to someone in Japanese, they tend to be a bit shocked instantly because it instantly shifts the dynamic from an outsider outsider to someone who's trying to belong. But this shift shows how language is not just about communication, it's about connection and empathy. Half of the world's population is predicted to be either bilingual or multilingual. Are you ready? Companies are already searching for multilingual employees as they can have a more flexible manner of thinking. In a career fair I attended, for example, a man I spoke to who works at a journalism firm told me that they're seeking Arabic speakers as they're seeking Arabic speakers as they're able to connect to a large portion of the world, which is the Middle East. And furthermore, a study in 2019 showed that employees who speak more than one language are being paid 20% more than their peers who only speak one language, as they're able to think more freely and more open-mindedly. Finally, if you speak more than one language, use it. Connect with people, learn about those cultures, and learn more. If you only speak one language, it's never too late to start learning a new one. You don't even have to be perfect. My French, for instance, is far from perfect. But every language you learn is like a portal to a whole new world, and it allows you to connect, and it gives you so many new possibilities, like new friends, a new country you can move to, a new job. So it won't just give you opportunities